Okay, video number 71. Can you believe we've done 71 videos? Because we've never done more than one in a week. And I had no idea when I started this game how long it would be in early access. But I have really enjoyed working on it. And it's not imminently coming out of early access, as long as people are happy with that. So yeah, God, this video 71. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Also, we did a stream. I'll flash up the kind of like link to it. A few days ago, I can't even remember when. I don't even know what day it is. What day is it today? See, I don't even know. It might even have been yesterday. Anyway, we did like a programming stream where I basically fixed a bug and put a feature in live on Twitch, and it was kind of fun. You can view the video if you're interested in the programming of the game and stuff like that. I'll show you one of the features that we put in a minute. I'll just load in my big sort of test game that I tend to use at the moment, which is this one. I'll go through some of the stuff that we've changed, and oh God, this save game triggers just after bull bars become something that I need. So there we go. Yeah, we have a follow cam, so which you tend to have in like tycoon game things. So if I pick a car like that, there's this icon with a crosshair thing, and that will then, as long as this window is open and that is toggled, then that will follow that car around. You've still got control over zoom, but you can't do anything else. You can turn it off and back on. If you close the window at the moment, that closes it as well. I think that makes sense. I think that's kind of fair enough. Some people wanted a polycam, and it turned out it was really easy to put in, although I didn't do all of it during the stream because I had to put a user interface in for it and some checking and stuff like that. So that's a new thing that's in. What we've been doing is loads of bug fixes recently, and oh, I think that's it. That's all the research. I've been doing loads of bug fixes, and they've been small things. So I've been updating the game on Steam like every other day with like a minor version. One of which really screwed up. It was something to do with the Windows update. Anyway, it's fixed. So the version numbers have got very kind of like granular at the moment. But what I am going to do, maybe even today, is to release 1.50 or 1.51, maybe. I don't know. But we got a load of changes in there recently. A huge number of bug fixes and stuff. So I'm just going to look at some of this stuff. Something that we're considering changing is if you go to the design studio, which I may not have one of at the moment. Yes, I have the design studio. This little mini tech tree here. Loads of people can't find this, and they don't know there is a design studio. The tutorial's not very good on this, and we're thinking, should that just be another tab here? So you have all this, the research labs, blah, blah, blah. And then when you click onto the third tab, this top bit would change, saying you're now in the design thing. You have 0 studios if you didn't have one. And clicking on it would show you, what you need to do. I'm very persuaded that we should do that, because having it there doesn't make much sense. I think you'll agree. I don't like moving stuff in early access because, people get confused and annoyed. But on the other hand, we want the game to make sense. So I've just realised as I picked this up, this mug has my name on it. It's very indulgent. Let me know what you think about that. If you think it's a bad idea, I think it's a good idea. And while I'm picking things up in the real world, I've got toy robots. Check it out. This is, I can't remember the name of it. This is an official KUKA model robot thing. Blah blah. I can't remember the model number. This is a better one. This is a super cool robot, and these are to decorate my booth when we show off the game. I would have loved one that was like 8 times the size or something. We did look into it, but the problem is if you have like huge stuff to put on your booth, then you need a huge booth, and it costs per square foot, and it's ridiculous. And if you have anything that moves, then it's like, oh, health and safety, it could crush a small child, and it's just not worth it. But it would be cool. It would be awesome if a big robot picked people up and put them into the seat to play the game, but it's never going to happen, is it? Who knows? Who knows? So what else have we done? We've done this follow cam thing. Done loads of things. Yeah, there was a bug to do with heated steering wheels that they ordered the wrong things. Watch the programming stream if you want to know what it was. It was something stupid. It was my fault. So I'm thinking of moving that. There was a number of bugs to do with when you use the area delete, which is a fairly recent thing when you can sort of click things and delete whole areas of the game like that, which is now fixed. A load of tiny little things. Oh, something that we did, again on the programming stream, is this window here makes a lot of sense, and you'll notice that it doesn't have the requirements area, which it used to have when there weren't any requirements here. And you'll notice there it doesn't have an imports tab because it doesn't have any imports. So I'm like going through and tidying up stuff like that, so the user interface makes a bit more sense. What else have I done? Because I have done a lot, but they tend to be minor things. There was a bug with mini supply stockpiles. If you haven't played the game for a while, you may not realise that there's a researchable little mini supply stockpile that you can fit into little gaps like that, where we could just like what we're doing there, fit radiator. This slider used to be wrong. It used to assume 36 when there weren't. That's fixed. There's a number of tiny little mini little bugs that I've only seen happen to one person, which I'm thinking must be some weird thing about their PC, which I'm still hoping to like sort of log more. I've basically been on a huge like bug crushing sort of run for a while, but I'm coming to the end of that because we got rid of loads and loads of like minor little niggles and everything. So mod support will be actually the thing that technically I start doing on Tuesday, alongside some other stuff. But mod support in this is going to be really easy, really, because it's merely a matter of allowing you to create your own text files and CSV files that are loaded in by the game to give you like more slots or more research and stuff like that. It's all very easy. You won't need any special tools or anything. It's like a lot of my games have been in the past where if you have a copy of Microsoft Excel or any text editor, frankly, that you could mod the game and put stuff in. I do want to make it possible that people could design their own graphics for cars. That is a lot harder. Like you'd need to be a pretty good artist and pretty committed to time in order to do that. There's a lot of work in these things. Because there are so many layers. If you look at them, they are actually quite detailed. I think there's something like 40 layers built up for each car. So I don't imagine many people will be doing that, or like new animated robots or anything like that, because that is also hellish. But in terms of like new resources and new slots and stuff, there's a UV bug there. I hate that. That should be quite easy. So I'm going to be working on that in the next few days. Okay, what else is there? Blah, 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 objectives for other maps. Yeah, more component production. I think a lot of people have this thing when they play the game, you know, if you're Elon Musk, you would think this, that there's loads of stuff like you have to buy in that you can't make. And it's quite simple stuff. So you can make the hood, you can make the trunk. You can't make your own bumpers. Like, why not? I presume you want me to add that. I mean, it's quite easy. I just need to define a new slot that does it and get all of the balance of it right. You can't make your own bottom trim or arches. Why not? It should be easy, right? So I'm going to be putting that in, I think. Windows and door panels, we've got all of that. And the same with the roof. No one makes their own paint, so, you know, not too worried about that. We do have making seats. And, like, yeah, some of this stuff maybe should also be stuff that you could make. Because ideally what I want the option to be is for you to have a huge sprawling factory, maybe bigger than this even, where all that comes in is raw materials, so like steel and rubber and aluminium and, you know, stuff like that, and you just make it, and leather, and you make all the tires and you make all the seats and you make all of the metal panels and press them, and you make all the electronics and everything. which I want to be really hard for you to be able to manage, but I think that would be really cool. If you have ideas for visual improvements to the game, not just like UV bugs, can I see any? Sorry, Z sorting bugs, which is where something is behind something that's in front of it. I can't see any here at the moment, but I know we have a few. But if you have ideas, especially if you work in a car factory, if you work in a car factory, that's the Z sorting bug there, that little widget. If you work in a car factory and you look at the game and you go, yeah, this is sort of like a car factory, but where's all the X? I want to know what the X is. I've only done one tour of a car factory. I really must do another one. There's a BMW one in Swindon, I think it is. You can do tours. I may have to do. They don't let you take pictures though, which is annoying. Because I'm not a spy, you know, I'm making a game. But I would like to know what I'm missing and what should be in here that isn't in there, because I want it to feel fairly realistic. And I'm quite happy to get more graphics done for the game. So, what other questions do we have, or news do we have? I think at the moment, oh, look at that, that's a major bug, look at that. Not many game developers would do videos where they zoom in and go, look how crap my game is. Yeah, that's a little bit of a, it's a harder problem to fix than you think it is, right? It really is. Like even that, to get that to work right, you'll see when they move out, it suddenly pins wrong, doesn't it? It's stuck. Yeah, they're not actually moving. Anyway, yeah, I don't think we've got anything else to kind of like announce this week. I know I need to do a better tutorial and I need to improve certain bits of the user interface. You know, I will be doing that at some point. But mod support and Steam Workshop support is something that I know people like, and I want to get that in pretty soon. If you've got any questions for me about the game, leave them in the comments. I do read the comments. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you bought the game and you like it, and you have a Steam account, please leave us a positive review. It makes a really big difference, because the majority of people who buy a game and enjoy a game, they don't review it, they just play it. Whereas if the game annoys you, you tend to leave a review. So reviews tend to be a bit skewed, especially with strategy stuff. So that's really appreciated. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Thank you.